when I saw this in Kansas, and people are being very surprised because you would think that it wouldn't be that wide of a margin. Like they maybe would have thought it would have been closer or maybe not even happen. And I had this eye-opening thing over the past few days where I learned that someone who I consider to be one of the most conservative Christian Southern Baptist people that I've ever met, and they were opposed to the Supreme Court overturning Roe versus Wade. And when I found that out, it really made me realize that this is such a done deal for most people that when you start breaking it down by state, like with initiatives and ballots, we will inevitably get back to where we need to be. But it's just a matter of how many people have to suffer in the meantime before that can happen. But, you know, the conservative people are not necessarily supportive of criminalizing abortion. See, there's a very big difference to them between not having an abortion and punishing women for having an abortion. So those people are not on board with this. I'm just like, that was surprising to me. So it made me feel somewhat hopeful.
I think it says a lot about the fact that DeSantis is completely staying out of this, and he never misses an opportunity to lead. And even he's smart enough to know that, yeah, I can't really get into this because it's not a winner. And he knows that. And if DeSantis knows it's not a winner, then you definitely know it ain't a winner. So the fact that they went down this path, but again, who cares about things like this?
Here's what I say to every woman in any power position that are pushing anti-choice legislation, specifically shout out to Erin Grahl in Indian River County. But I got to tell you, a little part of me is wishing some ectopic pregnancies on y'all. Little part of me is thinking you might need to deal with some shit and jump through some hoops and have some sort of health issues because they're just not getting it. There is a special place in hell for anybody who has a uterus who thinks they should control anybody's uterus.
Well, I also believe, and this is something that I would love to be able to see, because I don't know if they can actually break it down this way, but I would love to see the vote splits in Kansas in terms of, let's say that the vote splits were about 65-35, which is what it looks like the final tally was.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what percentage of men voted yes and what percentage of men voted no.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to find that. And obviously, there is an inordinately amount more of men that seem to feel the need to shut down my reproduction and my whole choice. But it's still, and yet I sort of look at them as boys are stupid and they're kind of ignorant and they don't know any better and they have some serious insecurities. Maybe.
No, I've always maintained that a lot of it just has to do with the fact that a lot of these men can't get laid and that they don't like women.
I think.
Yeah, women, they don't like women having casual sex and things like that. I'm telling you, most of this stuff is Freudian shit. It always has been. It's always about, I can't get what I want, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, because the truth is that people that are happy and content with their own lives don't get involved in other people's
absolutely
business.
Not at all. Why would they?
I think that small penis could be a large part of it. I think that the women that want to do it, I cannot imagine the sort of like how repressed and like uptight and like just wound up these women are. And for someone like Erin Grahl, by the way, she has 3 daughters. She has 3 young daughters. And I hope for her sake that they're all just so smart and savvy about, reproduction. I imagine that people that are anti-choice are also anti-sex education. So good luck to you with those girls, Erin. I hope none of them end up like, raped or, I don't know, let's say having an ectopic pregnancy.
Just want to point out again that it wasn't Ralph Nader. It was 300,000 Democrats in the state of Florida that voted for George W. Bush. And that is why Sam Alito and John Roberts are on the Supreme Court. Now, you will never hear anybody in Democratic corporate media talk about that.
Nope.
But that's the truth. And we would not be facing this catastrophe today. In addition, as Jen and I have said many a times before, had Wasserman Schultz not done what she did during the primary in 2016, either Hillary or Bernie would have won the primary fair and square, and either Hillary or Bernie would have been the president. There would not have been enough of a split in order for the conclusion to go in the direction of somebody like Donald Trump.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.